Welcome to the Word of Truth. This is Teacher D.H. Boone. Today's message is called, Do Not Give Your Power Away. It's a lot of people out here that's controlling and manipulative. They want to control you, and if they can't, then they get mad at you. They are the type of people that want you to do what they want you to do when they want you to do it. If you don't, then they get mad. Then they try to manipulate you to do what they want you to do. But think about it. If you give your power away and you're a yes person, that means that you're pleasing other people and you're not pleasing yourself. So you can't be willing to make other people happy and you unhappy. You cannot move your boundaries. You have to set boundaries in your life for period, for anybody, especially certain people. You have to set boundaries. Some people who respect you, the people who respect you would not cross boundaries. They know certain things to do and not to do. They know things that you will accept and you wouldn't accept because they know you. But some people know you and they still try to test you. They will try to push that boundary as far as they could push it. As far as you'll let them push it, they will keep pushing it. But you have to make sure that you be there and you stand strong and you stand your ground and you don't give your power away to somebody else. If it's something that don't sit right with you, don't let nobody pressure you or push you into doing something that you don't want to do. Some people will get mad if you can't do something. If you can't do something or give them something or whatever. But that's their problem, okay? Make sure you keep your center and make sure you realize if somebody get mad at you because you can't do something, think about it. Or you can't give them something. If they ain't got it or they can't do it for themselves, why they get mad at you? See, that's why they get mad. Because, see, a lot of people, they be frustrated with things that they can't control in their own life. So, and then some people don't take responsibility for their own life. And so what they do, they try to put it off on somebody else. That's why they get mad. The real frustration is within themselves, but they have to project it out to try to make them feel good about themselves. So make sure that you hold your power, you keep your power, because people that try to cross those boundaries, people who try to control you, those are not people that have your best interests at hand. They just concerned about themselves. They ain't worried about how you feel. They not worried about your boundaries. They don't worry about respecting you, because a person who truly respects you, love you, and honor your boundaries, they would not push you further than what you're willing to go, and further than they know that you don't want to go. They wouldn't try to. And that's why you have to stand your ground. And that's why, you have to really, really, really be careful nowadays, because it's a lot of people. When Jesus say people is lovers of themselves, it is so true. Because, how can somebody get mad at you when you say, I can't do it, or I ain't got it, or you change your mind about something? Because sometimes we think that we could do something, but when we can't, But you got to honor your feelings. If you can't do something, you can't do it. And if somebody going to get mad, that's their problem, because they should be able to do it themselves then. If they need to get who, who they need to get mad at. They need to get mad at the person in the mirror. They need to go look in the mirror and get mad at the person in the mirror. Nowadays you have to stand your ground. You have to let people know where you're coming from. You have to let people know that, hey, this is my boundary, this is my line, and do not cross it. And you have to stand firm, because people will test you. They'll try you. They'll try to manipulate you to get you to do what they want you to do. But if you don't do it, they get mad. Ooh, Lord, have mercy. But I just want to encourage you, because there's a lot of people, especially when they come to family, they don't want to say no. They, and then they don't want people not to like you. But you know what? If people like you just for what you do for them, then that's not real love. That's love based on the condition of you doing what they want you to do. And those are the people that you don't need in your immediate circle. Those are the people that you don't need in your life, because if somebody gonna get mad because you say no and you can't do something, and you know you don't want to move past your feelings, then the heck with them. You know, you can live without them, you know, because you don't want them type of people in your life. And the same people will not let you push them further than they are willing to go. They set boundaries. So remember that. Don't let nobody walk over you. You could be a God-fearing person. God says it's better to give than to receive. But God didn't make us a doormat, you know. And you are not a doormat, you know. You have to love yourself just like everybody else love themselves, you know. You have to love yourself, and you have to respect yourself enough to know your worth and not to let nobody push you or control you, you know. And, you know, you can love a person from a distance. Just because you set boundaries and people is not in your life don't mean that you hate them, you know. But you love yourself more. You know what I'm saying? You love yourself to the point where you ain't gonna let nobody disrespect you, you know. Because some people is a trip. I mean, nowadays you could really tell people's true colors nowadays. I'm like, oh my God. That's why you always just give it time. Because I'm going to tell you, a leopard do not change the spots. You could put spray painted black, pink, any color you want to. It's still a leopard. Okay? Remember that. And a snake is still a snake. I don't care if you try to spray paint that or try to put a mask on it or anything. It's still a snake. Okay? Okay, and I hope that you enjoyed this message, and do not give your power away, and do not let nobody control you. You stand your ground, and if it's something don't feel right, then it's okay to say no. In the Bible, Jesus said, let your yeses be yes and your no's be no's, you know, and stand firm. Until next time, may the peace of God be with you. Peace.